Yo, Darious Britt here, and today we are reviewing the short film Vengeance. It's written and directed by Julian Fitzpatrick. It's a little over 7 minutes long, definitely qualifies as a sci-fi short film. It has something like 100 CG shots in it. This was like a passion project for Julian. He even cast his entire family, did a lot of the effects himself, I guess all on one computer. It was shot in 2 days. Short synopsis. Aliens invade planet Earth. There's this Marine guy who's been captured. They're trying to get info out of him, and he's trying to save his family at the same time. Before I get into it, I'll leave a link in the description section so you can go over there, throw some eyeballs at it, come back, and then we can talk about it a little bit. You know how we talk about stuff. Too late. Alright, let's get into it. Title: Vengeance. Oh snap, this is gonna be good. Sounds like a good time, right? A little intense. I'm already thinking like action, sci-fi, or thriller territory. Got the thumbnail of the dude and the robotic alien like facing off. Plot structure. Setup. Aliens take over. We find our protag. He's captive in a desert. Already? Damn. Inciting incident. Happened off screen. Our protagonist was captured. Rising action. Aliens want to know where the president is. They threaten the protag's family, kill his family, then leave him to suffer in the desert for 2 days. Then he's freed by a defecting alien, learns that his family isn't dead. Climax. This is sort of anticlimactic. The aliens surround the protagonist and the defector, and then we kind of just cut to black. Well, the CGI was cool. I enjoyed it. It wasn't the best in the world, but you know, it was cool. The beefed up aliens kind of reminded me of like Jamaican mixed martial artists. Where's the president, man? I liked the color grading, very warm tones, gave it a nice cinematic touch. The beginning was a little abstract for me with the sea of TVs.
What do people want to do when they go to the beach?
I don't know, but I do know.
Whose TVs are those? Why are there so many TVs? Are we in some kind of alternate reality or something? My biggest problems with the intro was it went on for too long. It raised way more questions than it needed to, and the TVs were too small for me to really see what was going on in them. It wasn't until the second time that I watched it that I noticed that it was the alien invasion happening on the various TV screens. I was still with the film until I heard the first few lines of dialogue.
Do you know why you're here?
Well, I'm guessing it's because I banged your robotic wife last night.
It's gonna be another one of those movies. Lines like that, they just don't work if you're going for a serious tone, in my opinion. I've heard these lines before a million times in other films, and I've seen this character before in a lot of other movies. He's the classic hard ass. Sometimes the problem you have with the hard ass is it eliminates all tension. If your main character doesn't take the threat seriously, then your audience is not gonna take the threat seriously. The CG family capture scenes weren't really necessary in my opinion. It's when the alien touches the guy's head and telepathically shows him how his family got captured. The whole sequence just feels a little indulgent, like it's, you know, graphics for the sake of graphics, especially when the alien could have simply said,
Hey, I got your family.
even if the Marine didn't believe him at first, the alien was gonna show him the hologram of his family, so he would have believed him eventually. When the protagonist was rescued by the defective alien, we get more generic dialogue.
Why should I believe you? My family is dead. You understand me? Dead!
More lines I've heard before. And another thing, why would you question your liberator? You've been rotting in the desert for the last 2 days. All you really saw was a hologram of your family that just got cut off, so you really didn't see anything. Your captor, defector, guy who's rescuing you probably knows way more than you do at this point. When the Marine threatens the defecting alien at the end, that didn't make too much sense to me.
And if I find out you've been lying to me, I will end you.
If he is indeed lying, then you're probably gonna end up dead with the quickness shortly after, so that's sort of an empty threat. I didn't care about the protagonist as much as I wanted to because he felt more like a caricature of a Marine to me than a real person.
First we escape.
Wait, that's how it ends? Where's the vengeance? I didn't get my vengeance yet! If you took away the CG effects, all you really have is a guy chained in the desert. He gets interrogated and then he gets released. There's nothing nothing else happening really. If there was more of a battle between the alien and the Marine, or more of like a give and take, or a chess match, or a game of words or something, then it would have been much more interesting. As it stands, they just weren't equally matched. There was no showdown, no anything. The Marine sasses him at first, and then the alien makes him think his family's dead, and that's it. Oh, and also it would have been nice to see some vengeance. You can't call a movie Vengeance and not have vengeance. How about them thirds, fool? Yep, looking good. So who's it for? Well, if you're into CG effects, you'll probably definitely enjoy it. You'll probably get a couple of ideas for your own stuff maybe. Aside from that, story-wise, I think it needs a lot of work. Right now, as it stands, it feels more like a short that was made to fill out somebody's like effects reel or something. As always, it's still worth checking out. On a more serious note, I have a ton of respect for Mr. Julian for pulling this off. He took the resources that he had and he made it happen. He cast his family, he did all the effects himself, he wore a ton of hats, he did what he had to do to make this film possible, and that's unfortunately a situation that a lot of us filmmakers find ourselves in. So, Mr. Julian, if you're watching this, hats off to you, buddy. Well, that's all I got for you. If you enjoyed what you saw, please like, subscribe. You can find me on the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, or the Twitter, baby. You can also check out my second YouTube channel, Darious Britt, where I vlog about my adventures on the film festival circuit, my first feature-length film, Unsound, live casting, etc., etc. I do believe that's all I got for you, suckers. Stever down. Booyah!